Hey, good morning everyone. So, ang next topic po natin is the differentiation of transcendental functions, specifically the logarithmic and exponential functions. So, first, let's have a recall of the laws of exponent for exponential function. So, the first rule, if we have a sub m times a sub n, that is equal to a raised to m plus n. So kapag minumultiply po natin yung dalawang number, dalawang exponent to the same base, ang ginagawa lang po natin, pinag-add yung exponent. So halimbawa niyan is 2 raised to 5 times 2 raised to 3. The answer is 2 raised to 8. So pinagpa-plus po yung kanyang exponent. So next po, if we have a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is equal to a raised to m minus n. So kapag division naman, pinagsasubtract po natin yung exponent. So halimbawa, we have 5 raised to 7 divided by 5 raised to 3. That is equal to, copy po yung base, same base sila, 5 raised to 7 minus 3, which is 4. And if we have a raised to m raised to n, that is equal to a raised to m times n. So, kapag meron po tayong exponent na naka-raise sa exponent, ang sagot po dyan ay pinagmumultiply yung dalawa niyang exponent. So, copy lang yung base. So, for example, 10 raised to 3 raised to 7, that is equal to 10 raised to 21. So, 21, nanggaling po yan sa 7 times 3. And the a raised to 1 is equal to a. For example, 17 raised to 1, that is equal to 17. Or kapag may nakita po tayong number na walang exponent, ibig sabihin ng exponent po niyan ay 1. So we can interpret it that way. Next is a raised to 0. So a raised to 0 is equal to 1. So any number raised to 0, that is equal to 1. So for example, 34 raised to 0, that is equal to 1. Next is a over b raised to m. So, ang pwede po natin gawin, dahil naka-fraction yung kanyang base, we can distribute yung kanyang exponent. So, a raised to m over b raised to m. For example, 5 over 6 raised to 2. So, magiging 5 squared over 6 squared. And that will give you 25 over 36. And then, a raised to negative m is equal to 1 over a raised to m. So kapag meron po tayong negative exponent na nasa numerator, ibababa lang po natin siya magiging positive. Or let's say for example kapag positive yan, pag binaba natin magiging negative. So 9 raised to negative 2, so magiging 1 over 9 raised to 2 po yan. So from numerator, binaba natin, naging positive yung exponent. And 9 raised to 2 is equal to 81. And that will give you 1 over 81. Next, if we have a raised to x over y, so yung y po na nandyan, yan po yung magiging index po ng ating radical. And then yung x naman is maging exponent ng number na nasa loob ng radical. So if we have a fractional exponent, ibig pong sabihin yan, naka-radical po yan. So for example, 49 raised to 1 half. So magiging, di ba yung denominator, yan yung magiging index, tapos yung numerator na exponent, ito naman yung magiging power ngayon ng number na nasa loob ng numerator. So square root of 49 raised to 1 or simply square root of 49, and that will give you 7. So ito po yung mga laws of exponent. So next, po is yung laws of logarithm, or ito po yung ating mga properties for logarithm. So first, kapag sinabi po nating logarithm, halimbawa, meron po tayong logarithm of base b, logarithm of a with the base b, ang exponential equivalent po niyan is let's say for example, logarithm of a with the base b, which is equal to c. So, ang exponential equivalent po niyan ay c raised, ang exponential equivalent niyan ay b raised to c is equal to a. So, So yung b po dyan is yung base, and then yung c, yan yung exponent, and then yung a na nandyan, yung argument ng logarithm, yan po is yung answer talaga sa exponential. So ito po yung relationship ng logarithm sa exponential. And when it comes to logarithm, meron tayong dalawa. Meron tayong common logarithm. So kapag sinabing common logarithm, ibig po sabihin yan, ang base niyan ay 10. So let's say for example, logarithm of 100. So wala pong nakalagay na base. So ibig pong sabihin yan po ay logarithm of 100 with the base 10. So kapag base 10 po, hindi na po sinusulat yung kanyang base. So ang sagot rito ay 10. Sorry. Hindi po 10 yung sagot dito. Ang sagot po dyan ay okay, delete ko lang. Okay, so kunin natin sa calculator, no? Logarithm of 100. Okay, so ang sagot po dyan ay 2. Okay, so bakit po siya yung 2? Since yung base natin ay 10 raised to 2, so the answer is 100. So 10 times 10 is 100. So ito po ay common logarithm. So next naman meron tayong natural logarithm. So kapag natural logarithm, ang base po niyan ay e. So that is written as ln of let's say for example, ln of 10, no? So etong ln of 10 na yan, ibig pong sabihin yan, ang base yan ay e. So basically yan ay logarithm of 10 with the base e. ln is logarithm with the base e. So ano po yung e na yan? Ang e is yung Euler number na ang value po ay 2.72 na sa calculator. That is the Euler number. Okay, so yan po yung sa logarithm. So pag-usapan natin yung kanyang properties. So we have the logarithm of 1. So let's say for example, the logarithm of 1 with the base b, the answer is 0. So bakit po 0? 0 po dahil ang base natin na b, if its exponent is 0, the answer is 1. Kasi any number na nakari sa 0, the answer is 1. Then we have the logarithm of b with the base b. So ang sagot po dyan ay 1. Dahil ang b na nakari sa 1, so that is equal to b. So any number na nakari sa 1, the answer is the number itself. And then next, the logarithm of b, the logarithm of m times n with the base b can be written as logarithm of m with the base b plus logarithm of n with the base b. So if you have a product na argument, pwede po natin yung pag-iwalayin, gagawin siyang plus. Then for the quotient rule, if you have the logarithm of m over n with the base b, that is equal to logarithm of m with the base b minus logarithm of n with the base b. So kapag quotient naman po, pwede naman siyang pag-minusin. Then for the power rule, if we have the logarithm of m raised to n, so the argument has power with the base b, yung kanyang power na n, yung kanyang exponent, pwede po yang ilagay sa gilid, no? Ibaba. So magiging n logarithm of m with the base b. So halimbawa, if we have logarithm of 5 squared, so pwede po yang masulat as 2 logarithm of 5. So binaba yung exponent. Then for change of base, if we have logarithm of b with the base a, that can be written as logarithm of b with the base c over logarithm of a with the base c. For the change of base rule, ang isang logarithm pwede mo siyang palitan ng isa pang logarithm pero iba siya ng base. So halimbawa, if we have logarithm of 5 with the base 2, that can be written as, so pipili ka lang ng kahit na anong base. For example, ang pipiliin kong base is e or the Euler number. So magiging logarithm of 5 with the base e over logarithm of 2 with the base e. So, itong 5 na to, yan yung nasa numerator, and then yung 2, yan yung nasa denominator. And then yung naging panibago niyang base is any number. In this case, ang pinili ko is, as base is the e or the Euler number. So, basically, we can write this as the ln of 5 over the ln of 2. So, pwede pong ganyan. Okay, so next po is equality rule. The logarithm of a with the base b is equal to logarithm of c with the base b. So, as you can see, same base. So, magkaiba lang sila ng argument. Therefore, we can conclude that the a is equal to c. Then, for the number raised to logarithm, so if we have b raised to logarithm of x with the base b, that is equal to the x yung magiging argument po dito. Okay, so let's proceed po. So let's proceed with the differentiation of the exponential function. So the following formulas provide the rules for finding the derivatives of the exponential functions. So if we have the derivative of a raised to u with respect to x, that is equal to a raised to u ln of a times the du dx. So ano po ba yung a raised to u na yan? So yung exponential function po na tinutukoy dyan, ito po yung mga halimbawa niyan. For example, 4 raised to 2x plus 5. So if we have a function y is equal to 4 raised to 2x plus 5, so ibig pong sabihin, ito po ay exponential function. Ang base po natin is any number, and then ito po yung kanyang exponent, no? Naka-variable. Halimbawa din naman is e raised to x. So pag may nakita kang ganito, meron kang any number, Euler number na nakalagay sa isang certain variable or as a variable. So ito po ay exponential function. So yung a na tinutukoy dito is any number. So, any number naman yan. And then, yung u na tinutukoy dito, ito po yung yung meron siyang variable. So, paano po makuha yung kanyang derivative? Ito po yung pattern para makuha yung kanyang derivative. So, kopyahin mo lang yung mismong dinederivative mo. The derivative of a raised to u is a raised to u. And then, idagdag lang natin yung ln of a. So, the natural logarithm of the base multiplied by the du dx. So, ano tong du dx? Yung du dx is yung derivative ng argument. So, via chain rule, kailangan po nating kunin yung derivative ng argument. I'm sorry. Hindi po siya argument. The derivative of the exponent. Kunin natin yung derivative nung naka-exponent sa kanya. Okay, and then let's say for example, meron tayong derivative ng e raised to u with respect to x that is equal to e raised to u times the du dx. So ano po itong e raised to u na to? Ang e raised to u is an exponential function wherein yung base po natin is the e or the Euler number. So yung Euler number na yan, as mentioned kanina, that is equal to 2.72. So ano po yung difference nilang dalawa? Difference po nilang dalawa, ang nawawala lang po dito ay yung ln of a. Kasi in this case, ang a mo ay nag-equal siya kay e. So following the formula, so ang magiging sagot po rito, no? Pag finalo natin yung formula na ito na nasa taas, so magiging e raised to u ln of e, kasi ang a nga natin is e, times the du dx. So, in this case, yung ln of e po is equal to 1. So, ang ln of e, nag-equal po siya sa 1. Since nag-equal siya sa 1, we can remove this. Magiging e raised to u times du dx na lang. Or the derivative of the e raised to u is e raised to u times the derivative of the exponent. Okay, and then let's proceed with the examples. So let's proceed with the example number 1. So we have y which is equal to 4 raised to 2x, and then we're going to find the derivative of y with respect to x. So to answer this question, kailangan po muna nating malaman kung anong klaseng function yan. So ang function po na given sa atin ay exponential. So with the format a raised to u. Saan ba ang derivative ng a raised to u? Ang derivative ng a raised to u with respect to x is a raised to u times the ln of a multiplied by the derivative ng argument via chain rule, which is the du dx. So, pinapanap po sa atin dyan is yung dy dx or derivative of y. So, derivative of, ano ba yung value ng y? Ang value ng y ay 4 raised to 2x. So, we're going to get the derivative of 4 raised to 2x with respect to the variable x. So, identify po muna natin ano yung magiging a natin. The value of a is 4. Ang value naman ng u is yung 2x. Kung ano yung exponent, yun yung u. Kung ano po yung base, yun yung a. So, how about yung du dx natin or derivative of u with respect to x or yung derivative ng exponent? So, ang sagot po dyan ay 2. The derivative of 2x is 2. So, following the formula, the dy dx is equal to, or y prime, that is equal to a raised to u, so which is 4 raised to 2x times ln of a. So, ln of 4 times the du dx, which is 2. So, the answer po is, pwede nating baliktarin yan, magiging 2 ln of 4 times 4 raised to 2x. Then, since we have a property sa logarithm, so kapag ka merong katabi rito yung ln natin, pwede natin siya gawing exponent. So, pwede itong maging ln of 4 raised to 2. So, inangat lang natin yung 2 dito based sa property ng logarithm. Times 4 raised to 2x. So, the answer for y prime is equal to 4 raised to 2x times the ln of 4 squared, which is equal to ln of 16. So, this is our final answer. Okay, next. Next naman natin is e raised to sin x. So, we have y which is e raised to sin x. So, saan po mag-fall na formula ito? So, ang formula po natin dyan, dahil ang function natin ay e raised to u. So, pag ginanap yung kanyang derivative, so that is equal to e raised to u times yung derivative ng exponent, which is du over dx. So, kukunin natin yung y prime or derivative nga netong function na to. So, ang derivative niya na is e raised to sin x, So, e raised to sin x yung e raised to u. Ito, nagawa na natin. Times yung du dx. Since ang u natin dyan ay sin of x, so ano yung magiging du dx natin? Ang magiging du dx natin, ano bang derivative ng sin of x? Ang derivative niyan ay cosine of x times yung argument. Anong derivative ng argument na x? Which is 1, di ba? So, basically, ang du dx pa rin natin ay cosine of x. So, times cosine of x. Therefore, our y prime is equal to cosine of x times e raised to sin x. Or we can write it as e raised to sin of x times cosine of x. So, this will be our final answer. Okay? So, next naman, balikan natin yung number 1. So, yung number 1 kanina, na exponential function, actually, pwede po natin yung ma-solve gamit yung iba pang paraan. So, paano po natin siya ma-solve? So, balikan lang natin na to, So, pwede natin yung ma-solve gamit yung logarithmic differentiation. So, let's say, for example, we have y, which is equal to 4 raised to 2x. So, by logarithmic differentiation, ipapasok po natin yan sa loob ng ln. So, magiging ln of y is equal to ln of 4 raised to 2x. And then, we will apply the implicit differentiation. So, ano ba yung derivative ng ln of y? Ang derivative po ng ln of y ay, okay, so ang derivative niyan is 1 over y times yung derivative ng argument niya na y, which is y prime. Diba ang ln of u is 1 over u times du dx. So, 1 over u or 1 over y times yung du dx niya ay y prime. So, ano naman ang derivative ng ln of 4 raised to 2x? So, actually, we can write it as 2x times ln of 4. So, pwedeng ganito yung kanyang format by the property of logarithm. So, copy lang natin yung sa kaninang na derivative natin. No? So, y prime over y, na derivative na natin siya. Ang hindi na lang natin na derivative, itong part na ito. So, paano yung derivative niyan? So, ang derivative po niyan, dahil constant po si 2, constant din si ln of 4, constant si 2, constant si ln of 4, nakamultiply siya kay x, di ba? So, anong derivative nito? Ang magiging derivative niyan ay, okay, ang derivative niyan ay magiging 2 ln of 4 na lang. So, bakit po 2 ln of 4 na lang? So, parang kumbaga ang kamukha niyan, ano bang derivative ng 5x? Ang derivative ng 5x ay 5, di ba? Si x magiging mawawala siya. So, kapag 2 ln of 4 times x, so dahil ito mga constant tong mga to, kagaya nito ni 5, so ang derivative ng 2 ln of 4 is to x is equal to 2 ln of 4. Kaya yan po yung sagot dito, magiging 2 ln of 4 siya. Para sa derivative na itong nasa itaas. And then, ang gagawin po natin dyan, cross multiply. So, magiging y prime is equal to y times, yung 2 ln of 4, we can write it as ln of 4 squared. So, y prime is equal to y. Ano ba yung value ni y? Diba? Yan ay equal to 4 raised to 2x, yung mismong given. 4 raised to 2x. Times ln of 4 squared, which is 16. So, we can solve the exponential function using the logarithmic differentiation. So, pag nakalimutan yung formula, we can solve it using logarithmic differentiation. Pero, mas mainam na kabisado yung formula. Kasi sa pagde-derivative, kailangan po kabisado natin para hindi na tayo matatagalan. Pero just in case lang na makalimutan, meron pang isa pang paraan. Logarithmic differentiation nga. Okay, this one naman, meron tayong 4 raised to sin x and then pinapahanap yung dy dx. So, sa case na to, meron tayong a raised to u. So, ang formula ng derivative ng a raised to u, that is equal to a raised to u, ln of a times the du dx or derivative ng exponent. So, identify natin yung a. The value of a is 4, yun yung base. Then, yung u naman natin ay sin of x. So, ano yung magiging du natin or derivative ng exponent with respect to x? So, that is equal to cosine of x. So, next is substitute na natin siya sa formula. So, ang derivative ng ating y or ang ating dy dx is equal to a raised to u. So, kopyahin mo lang yan. 4 raised to sin of x. And then, times the ln of a or the ln of 4. And then, 4 raised to sin x pala. 4 raised to sin x. And then, times ln of 4. And then, times du dx natin na cosine of 4x. So, therefore, the answer is, hindi na natin makukombine tong mga ito. So, the answer is 4 raised to sin of x times the cosine of 4x. So, na natin isulat si cosine of 4x times the ln of 4. So, this is our final answer. So, pwede namang magpalit-palit yung mga yan. So, kayo na bahala. So, meron namang commutative property ang multiplication. And then next, meron po tayong 60th derivative of y with respect to x for y is equal to x e raised to x. So, ang pinapahanap po ay 60th derivative. Paano natin makukuha yung 60th derivative na yan? So, una, kunin po muna natin yung first derivative. So, y prime is equal to, in this case, meron po tayong product x times e raised to x. So, therefore, apply natin dyan yung product rule. So, for product rule, isulat mo na yung unahan. So, x multiplied by sa derivative ng kanyang katabi. Ang derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. And then, yung derivative ng kanyang exponent ay 1. Kasi ang exponent niya lang ay x, derivative nun ay 1. Plus, isulat yung katabi niya, e raised to x. And then, yung derivative ng unahan. Ang derivative ni x naman is 1. So, therefore, y prime is equal to x e raised to x plus e raised to x. And then, factoring out yung e raised to x, so y prime is equal to e raised to x times, ang matitira sa first term ay x, and then yung second term ay magiging 1. Next, kunin po natin yung second derivative using this equation na to. So, ang second derivative or ang derivative ng first derivative, so meron ulit tayo dyang product rule. Si e raised to x nakamultiply siya sa quantity na x plus 1. So, sulat yung unahan, e raised to x, derivative nung katabi niya. Ang derivative ng x plus 1 is 1. Plus, isulat yung katabi, x plus 1, and then yung derivative ng unahan, which is e raised to x. Times yung du dx niyan or derivative ng kanyang exponent na 1 kasi ang derivative na exponent niya na x is 1. And then, ayusin lang natin yung equation. Factor out natin dyan yung e raised to x. So, matitira 1 plus sa first term 1 and then sa second term, okay, x plus 1 na lang. X plus 1. So, ito pa yung second term. Pag tinanggal natin yung e raised to x, ang matitira dyan ay x plus 1 times 1 or x plus 1 na lang yung matitira pag tinanggal yung x. So, y double prime is equal to e raised to x times 1 plus 1 which is 2. So, that is equal to 2 plus okay, 2 plus or unahin natin yung x. So, magiging x plus yung 1 plus 1 is 2. So, as you can see, ito po yung ating first derivative. Ito yung ating first derivative. Ito naman yung ating second derivative. So, titingnan po natin yung pattern. Sa first derivative, ang sagot, e raised to x times x plus 1. Yung second derivative naman, e raised to x times quantity x plus 2. So, kung pinapanap dyan yung third derivative, so what do you think is the answer? So, most likely, based sa pattern, ang third derivative niyan ay e raised to x times x plus 3. Since sa question na to ay 60th derivative, so the answer is okay, e raised to x times x plus 60. So hindi po natin kailangan mag-derivative ng hanggang pang 60. Titingnan lang natin yung pattern niya. So by the way, this is a past board exam problem. So kailangan po natin galingan yung paghahanap ng pattern. Okay, next question tayo. Okay, so next question, meron tayong y which is equal to e raised to negative 2x plus 2 e raised to x times 3 halves. So pag tiningnan po natin maigi, ang ating inside o yung ating base dito, yan po ay exponential. And then, yung exponential function na yan, may naka-raise po siya na 3 halves. So, kumbaga, lumalabas dyan, yung u natin is e raised to negative 2x plus 2e raised to x. So, ngayon, yung format niyan ay y is equal to u raised to 3 halves. So, in this case, yung pinaka-outside na itsura ng ating function, yan po ay power. So, i-apply natin dyan yung power rule. So, pag kinuha yung kanyang derivative using the power rule, that is 3 halves multiplied by, copy yung base, e raised to negative 2x plus 2 e raised to x, and then 3 halves minus 2. So, at 3 halves minus 1, ang 3 halves minus 1 po ay pwede po yung maging 3 halves minus yung 1, we can write it as 2 over 2. So, 3 minus 2 is 1, and then copy lang yung denominator na 2. So, that is positive 1 half. So, once nagawa na natin yung power rule sa outside, via chain rule, imumultiply pa natin yung inside. So, yung kanyang base, yun yung kanyang inside. So, ngayon, ano yung derivative ng inside? So, yung inside niyan, merong dalawang term. So, ang derivative ng inside niya ay, ito po. So, e raised to negative 2x, ito muna yung first term. Ano po yung derivative niyan? So, ang e raised to negative 2x or e raised to u, di ba? Yan ay e raised to u times du over dx. So, e raised to u, kopyahin lang, e raised to negative 2x. So, ano yung du dx niyan? Ang u niya ay negative 2x. So, ang du niyan ay negative 2. So, times negative 2. Yan yung first term. Then, yung derivative naman ng second term na plus 2e raised to x. So, factor out lang yung 2. I-derivative mo lang yung e raised to x na nandyan. So, ang derivative ng e raised to x ay e raised to x pa rin. So, hindi po tinatablan ng derivative yung e raised to x. Same pa rin yung sagot. And then, yung du dx niyan, which is x, yung kanyang u, ay equal lang sa 1. So, therefore, same answer. And then, as we can see, no? So, pwede pa natin i-factor out dyan yung 2. So, copy lang natin 3 halves e raised to negative 2x plus 2 e raised to x raised to 1 half. Factor out natin yung 2. So, lalabas po yung 2. Then, matitira rito sa term na ito is negative e raised to negative 2x plus e raised to x. And then, 2 sa taas, 2 sa baba. So, pag dinivide, cancelled out. So, y prime is equal to, so, magiging 3 times e raised to negative 2x plus 2 e raised to x raised to 1 half multiplied by negative e raised to negative 2x plus e raised to x. Since hindi na po natin makukombine yung dalawang term, ito na po yung ating final answer. Okay, so iba siya rito sa nakalagay dito. So, I think is meron lang tong mistake yung nandito. So, dapat meron pa siyang 3 dito. Check ko lang ulit. So, 3 halves e raised to negative 2x plus 2 e raised to x. And then, 3 halves minus 1 is 1 half times negative 2 e raised to negative 2x plus 2 e raised to x. Cancelled out yung 2, and then matitira yung 3. Okay, so meron pa talaga dapat siyang 3 dyan. So, ito po yung final answer. Okay, so proceed po tayo sa kasunod. Next po natin sa exponential function, meron po tayo dyang quotient. So, apply natin dyan ay quotient rule. So, meron tayong quotient. So, gawin natin kung ito yung kanyang derivative. So, y prime is equal to, di ba ang formula natin sa quotient rule, pag meron tayong low tsaka high, so yan ay kanyang derivative. Baliktad. Pag meron tayong high sa taas, low sa ibaba, ang kanyang derivative is low d high minus high d low over low squared. So, ang low po natin dyan ay e raised to 3x plus 1. Ito yung ating low. Minus 1. Minus 1. E raised to 3x minus 1. And then, derivative po ng nasa itaas. So, ito yung nasa itaas natin. So, anong derivative niyan? Di ba yan ay e raised to 3x times yung du dx na 3. So, derivative na exponent niya na 3x is 3. And then, ito naman, yung plus 1, ang derivative niyan ay 0. So, dahil 0 na yan, pwedeng wag na siyang isulat. So, close parenthesis na. Minus, high dilo. So, e raised to 3x plus 1 times derivative nung nasa ibaba. Ang derivative po ng nasa ibaba na e raised to 3x minus 1 is 3e raised to 3x. And then, yung minus 1 na to, ang derivative niyan ay 0. So, hindi na siya sulat. So, close parenthesis. All over, low squared. So, e raised to 3x minus 1 na naka-squared. Okay, so ang next pa natin gagawin dyan, pwede po natin i-factor out dyan yung 3e raised to 3x. So, y prime is equal to, factor out natin yung 3e raised to 3x kasi common siya sa first term tsaka sa second term. So, 3e raised to 3x multiplied by, ang may iwan dyan sa first term, e raised to 3x minus 1 minus, ang sunod na maiwan ay e raised to 3x plus 1. Then, close parenthesis, all over, okay, sumobra yung line. So, all over, e raised to 3x minus 1 na naka-squared. So, ngayon yung magiging sagot natin, evaluate natin yung nasa numerator. So, magiging y prime is equal to 3e raised to 3x. Then, yung second term, e raised to 3x minus e raised to 3x, yan ay magka-cancelled out. Negative 1 minus plus 1, so magiging, okay, negative 2. So, itong una, e raised to 3x minus e raised to 3x, matatanggal. Negative 1 minus positive 1, ang sagot po dyan ay negative 2. All over, e raised to 3x minus 1 na naka-squared. So, ayusin lang natin. Ang y prime po natin ay magiging negative 2 times 3e raised to 3x magiging negative 6e raised to 3x. All over, e raised to 3x minus 1 na naka-squared. So, ito po yung ating final answer for the derivative of that expression. Okay, so next po tayo. Next naman natin is exponential function, but this time, i-apply po natin yung implicit differentiation. So, implicit differentiation, magde-derivative po tayo both sides, sa kaliwa at sa kanan. So, unahin natin i-derivative itong nasa kaliwa. So, anong derivative niyan? Ang derivative ng e raised to x ay e raised to x pa din. Kasi ang du dx niyan 1 lang. So, hindi natin siya ilalagay. Ano yung derivative ng e raised to y? E raised to y naman, ang derivative niyan ay e raised to y. And then, yung derivative ng kanyang exponent, hindi na siya 1. So, magiging y prime. Kasi kanina yung x na tong derivative niyan 1 eh. So, magiging times 1 dito. Pero pwedeng wag nang isulat yun. Then, next, sa kabila naman, ang derivative naman ng x e raised to y. So, naka-product yan. So, ang gagawin natin dyan, sulat si x, and then, derivative nung katabi niya. Ang derivative ng e raised to y ay e raised to y times y prime, o yung kanyang du dx, netong e raised to y. Plus, isulat po natin yung katabi, yung e raised to y. Ano namang derivative ng x? Derivative ng x ay 1. So, times 1. So, pwede na siyang wag isulat din. And then, yung sumunod naman na term, yung ito naman yung derivative natin. So, minus, lalagyan po ng parenthesis. Anong derivative ng y e raised to x? Naka-product yung y's kay e raised to x. So, sulat si y. Anong derivative ni e raised to x? E raised to x pa din. Plus, sulat si e raised to x. Anong derivative nung unahan na y? Dayan ay y prime. So, ito po ay magiging e raised to x plus y prime e raised to y is equal to y prime or xy prime e raised to y plus e raised to y minus y e raised to x minus e raised to x y prime. So, dinistribute ko na yung negative rito sa dalawang ito. And then, pagsamahin lahat ng may y prime. So, yung merong y prime po dyan ay ito. So, y prime e raised to y minus xy prime e raised to y. So, nilipat to sa kabila. And then, ito pa yung nasa dulo. So, magiging plus e raised to x y prime. And then, yung walang y prime, lilipat po yan sa kabila naman. So, alin dyan yung mga walang y prime? So, yung mga walang y prime ay itong mga ito. So, itong e raised to x. Saan pa? E raised to y. Tsaka itong negative y, e raised to x. So, dito, naiwan na rito, di ba, yung nandito na kasi yung e raised to y minus y e raised to x. So, ang ililipat na lang natin itong si e raised to x. So, magiging minus e raised to x. And then, factor out natin yung y prime. So, magiging e raised to y minus x e raised to y plus e raised to x. Namang kabila, e raised to y minus y e raised to x minus e raised to x. And then, to solve for the y prime, divide both sides by e raised to y minus x e raised to y plus e raised to x. Kabila naman, divide lang natin siya. E raised to y minus x e raised to y plus e raised to x. So, pag divide po natin yan, magiging 1 or simply cancelled out. Therefore, the answer for y prime is equal to itong lahat ng nasa kanan. So, magiging e raised to y minus y e raised to x minus e raised to x over yung ilalim e raised to y minus x e raised to y plus e raised to x. And this will be our final answer. Okay, next po tayo. So, next po natin ay may function tayo na e raised to xy plus ln of xy is equal to 3. So, sagutan po natin siya. Ano pong derivative ng e raised to xy? So, syempre, implicit differentiation kasi meron tayong implicit function. So, ang e raised to xy is e raised to xy pa din times anong derivative ng kanyang exponent? Di ba naka-product yan? So, therefore, yan ay magiging product rule. So, x, sulat yung unahan, derivative ng katabi niya, ni y, derivative ni y is y prime plus isulat si y, anong derivative ni x? Di ba yan ay 1? Plus ln of xy. So, anong derivative ng ln of xy? So, 1 over xy. So, ln of u is 1 over u times yung derivative ng kanyang argument. Yan yung kanyang chain rule. So, magiging same lang yung kanina. So, xy prime plus y times 1 is equal to derivative ni 3 is 0. Derivative ng constant ay 0. So, therefore, ang gagawin po natin dyan ay i-factor out natin yung xy prime plus y times 1. So, ito kasi yung common nilang dalawa. Dalawang term yung meron dyan. So, ito yung fa-factor out natin. So, pag finactor out natin yan, magiging so, xy prime plus y. Kasi y times 1 is y. So, anong matitira sa first term? Di ba yan ay e raised to xy. Yung sa second term naman, plus 1 over xy. So, in-extract natin yung mga katabi nila. So, ito na lang yung natira, tsaka ito. Is equal to 0. And then, para ma-solve po natin ito, dahil merong 0 sa kabila, so, masisimplify natin yung expression. Divide natin siya sa e raised to xy plus 1 over xy. Ito naman, e raised to xy plus 1 over xy. So, pag dinivide natin, cancelled out yan. Ang matitira po ay xy prime plus y. At then dito sa kabila, 0 over e raised to xy plus 1 over xy. Yan pa rin po ay 0. So, therefore, pwede po nating ilipat sa kabila yung y. So, xy prime is equal to negative y. Then, solving for y prime, so divide both sides by x. So, ang sagot na po natin for y prime is equal to negative y over x. So, this is our final answer. So, that's it for the derivatives of the exponential functions. So, tandaan po natin lahat ng mga methods and techniques kung paano mag-derivative ng exponential function. So, thank you for listening.